check it out. We got a pretty big order in, and I'm really excited about it, if you can't tell. Got another order in from Renegade. And first, before we get into this video fully, I just want to clarify that none of this was sent to me for free. None of this was sponsored or anything by Renegade. I paid for this entire order out of my pocket. So, that clears the air here. I show my support back to Renegade because they show support to their customers. That is it. So, super excited to have a case of every bar that Renegade makes as of right now. Every wheel that Renegade makes as of right now. I even got the combination wheels, so you get the pink and the red, the yellow and the purple, the yellow and the orange, and the UBM and the flannel. I believe that's what the last one's called, the UBM and the flannel. Could be wrong, I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I got yellow, purple, UBM. I've even got the new mid-stage wheels. Mirror shine wheels, which I love. I love them mirror shine wheels. Double stacked on a double stacked flange. Makes a good finish. Got Surface Prep, a case of these Surface Prep wheels. Now, they have an ultra fine one, which I have yet to try. Going to try eventually, just not right now. They don't offer them in a 10-inch wheel, which they have a good reason why. So, yeah. The ultra fines are fine, so they're a little bit more, yeah, they move a lot more. So, this is like a 320, 400 grit, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But I like these on diamond plate a lot. And I get a lot of diamond plate and a lot of steps. These work good on steps, to prep the steps. Got some brushes that I didn't have. Good tire brush is always good to have. Especially when you need to knock it out with a little bit of knockout. Yet to try knockout. Seen several videos on it. And if it works as good as it does in them videos, I am going to be very satisfied. Also got the famous rubber plastic vinyl. That stuff smells amazing. If you haven't tried it yet, you gotta try it. Got the thick Supreme. That stuff also makes your interior also glossy and wet. And I don't get very much interior detailing. And I offer it. I just don't get very much of it. Do I wish to get more of it? Absolutely, because I actually enjoy it. I just don't advertise a lot for it. I probably should, but I just don't. So, getting into that a little bit more this coming year and on further now. I got the Dr. Carpet Plus. We're going to try that stuff. And I got the Carpet and Upholstery Shampoo. We're definitely going to try that. Got some Glass Magic. Always a good glass cleaner. What is used heavily for me, like for on the polishing side, to get around valve stems and them tight little nooks and crannies where you just have no choice but to use your hand. Got a gallon of the Pro Red Heavy Cut. Bug Off. I don't use a lot of it, but when I do, it's kind of like something I get stuck to. I don't know. Bug Off is always a good one to keep around. Gold Rush. Can't tell you how many 16-ounce bottles of Gold Rush that I purchased. And finally decided to purchase a gallon of it. Because Gold Rush is just that good. There's another thing that I kind of think goes along with Gold Rush, for me at least. At least I'd like to keep both of them around here. And that is the graphene spray coating. This stuff is amazing, if you don't already know. And my customers really like this stuff. They notice a difference, and it's just amazing stuff. It protects your car, makes it look incredible in the summertime when the sun's coming out on them beautiful days. Oh, looks amazing. I wish Renegade would make this where they would sell it in a gallon, because I would definitely buy it. If they sold this in a gallon, so Renegade, if you're listening, if there's any way possible, if not, I get it. But this in a gallon, oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be amazing. At least I would think so. Also, I'm super excited for the mini wheels. These guys are just so cute. I mean, come on. I have yet to set my inox up, which inox sander. It's the rotary sander that I use, for those of you who don't know. I've yet to set it up with the mini buffing wheels and to make it a mini buffer. It's going to come in super handy for them tight spots where I don't have to take off them tanks or get in behind something and have to take parts off to be able to do what I need to do. If I can get my inox into it, I'm going to try to use this instead of my hands from now on. Because, believe it or not, these things wear out right here. Yeah. So, and I've been doing this probably, well, I'm 25, about to be 26, and I started when I was 15 years old. So there's a little back history. I think that comes out to like 10 or 11 years, something like that. And I thought this was cool. They offer a little mini surface prep wheel, so that's going to come in handy. Hopefully, the only problem with this is I don't see this lasting very long. But we shall see. Paint polishing. One thing I always told myself I would never get into because paint jobs are expensive is paint polishing or paint restoration. I guess you could call it. I have the black. This is the new graphene paint polish. This is the light. So for your light paints like your whites, your reds, your light colors. So super excited to try that. Pumice stone. So for the longest time I've been kind of living under a rock, and never knew much about this stuff. Always heard about it, never knew much about it. And here for a while I've just been using like heavier grit sandpaper on my finishing wheels and just hit them with the sandpaper instead of raking them. Now, don't get me wrong, don't know if you're supposed to do that, and I don't know if you're supposed to rake those finish wheels out every once in a while. It's just something I've always done. I've always done. I've either raked it out or took a piece of sandpaper to it, or raked it out every so often, but up until then I took a piece of sandpaper to it and kept my finish wheel nice, clean, and fresh. So now we got pumice stone and glass cleaner. Oh, so there's two favorite air fresheners to me. One of them is bubblegum. The next one, oh yeah, we got that cotton candy on tap now. Love the cotton candy. So I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to Renegade Products for doing what they do. Like I said, I'm not sponsored at all. I told you this in the beginning of this video. But I thought this was pretty cool and I feel pretty good about it because it's taken a little bit to get to this point. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because apparently it's working. And we're going to keep on shining. And I love what I do. I'm addicted to it. So we're going to keep on keeping on. Thank you, Renegade. We're going to see how far this will go. We'll see what we can do next. Hopefully, it's a whole lot more. Stay tuned for more.